A chant goes across the valley. Anamoe has taken out the Ladbrokes Cox Plate.
It was goosebump material as soon as he got legged on.
10, Anamoe brings sublime form, wins in the Winks, the George Main and the Might and Power.
I just felt the whole crowd was on Anamoe's side due to the fact he probably arguably could have won it the year before.
Now the protest on the Ladbrokes Cox Plate has been dismissed.
He'd gone unbeaten leading into the race. He was a $2.10 favourite, so basically every man and lady and gentleman in the grandstand was cheering for Anamoe that year.
I must say I've never been nervous to watch Anamoe run a race. There's a somewhat of an inevitability of Anamoe coming out on top. He was that successful, but for the Cox Plate, it was very nervous. The pressure was there, the suspense had built, and the Cox Plate is Australia's greatest weight for age race. I dare say Australia's greatest race.
As soon as I got legged on, it was like this was meant to be. Everything just went to plan so perfectly. The preparation, the race, how it unfolded. It was just faultless, and he almost felt like he was unbeatable that day.
The Ladbrokes Cox Plates, they are ready. They're racing.
And I thought the race call from Matty Hill was just simply outstanding to boot.
Zaki joined by Anamoe, who looks destiny in the face at the 150. Anamoe takes the lead from Zaki. Alligator Blood, I'm thunderstruck, but it's Anamoe clear. I'm thunderstruck late. Anamoe holding on. Anamoe this time for the big A. Won it from I'm thunderstruck El Monagon.
To say I was nervous was an understatement, but he showed there was no reason to be. He did nothing wrong that day. He was elite.
Everything just gelled. It was one of those moments where everything went so beautifully planned and executed well, and to top it off with a fantastic race call.
I think it's a return home for Anamoe, because he was broken in here and his early education was done here as well. When he came back, he was immediately, because he was a superstar anyway, he settled into his new life extremely well. He's everything you want out of a young stallion. Everything he does, he's very calm, very straightforward, and certainly in the barn, he's there. He has a certain charisma as well.
Anamoe was actually the most expensive first season stallion to ever retire in Australia, and one of the multiple of reasons, but he was a Group 1 winner at 2, Group 1 winner at 3, Group 1 winner at 4. All in all, his 9 Group 1s saw him become Godolphin's most prolific Group 1 winner ever.
Sometimes you're drawn to someone by the way they look or the way they act, and he's a horse that people gravitate towards. It's just his natural persona, maybe his aura, whatever you want to call it. But when people see him, they can't take their eyes off him.
He was a star racehorse, and arguably could have won 2 Cox Plates, which is pretty impressive.